Well, I'm back. As you can see, I have, let's see, how do I show off my love points? I mean, my grace points. Oh, right here. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Well, I made a friend. I was on here. Excuse me. I am so sorry you have to hear that. Okay, these are my grace points, and these are my grace points coupled with somebody else that I have befriended online. And excuse me. I am so sorry. I don't know what's driving me. I don't know why I'm sneezing. Please pardon me for one moment. I'm back now. Well, as I was saying, this is my friend Fate, and as a result of us befriending as a result of us putting each other on our friends list, we get points from one another, which is like the bride in training. If we have friends, then we have a boost, or we have more princess points added to us. But in this case, it's grace points. And unlike having 50 friends for the bride in training, you can only have a tenth of that, 5. So, pardon me. I actually burped this time. Anyway, this is Fate, and she found me on, or more like I found her. And I was more than happy to run into her. So, hi Fate! You're on YouTube! Hi Fate. Just wanted to show you that. Well, I hope you're ready for the story. Whenever you finish a chapter, Skeletiano has something to say, like so. I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to show you the other things that he said in the past. One moment. Please let me prove myself as this castle's butler. This is what I got for finishing the first one. I wonder if I had some issues, some unfinished business in my life. He probably can't make friends, so I'll be his first. This is what we... That's the deal. Kinda neat, huh? Well, on back to the story. Let's see. Open these gates for me. You are in my way. Open. Back to story. And now we're on to the third chapter. Chapter 3. Before we met. Skeletiano's story. Knowing doesn't mean I can do anything. People's hearts aren't something that should be meddled with so easily. But you're the king, so surely you could do something. It's because I'm the king that I can't give anyone special treatment. And I'm not a god, to be honest. I don't know how right it would be for me to interfere. Do you still think I should do something? Oh, wow. Wow. I guess. Yes. At my response, the king gave me a troubled smile. I see. You really do like bones, don't you? But I can't do anything about this issue. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do? It's not like I can disregard the king's feelings. Please don't apologize. I was out of line. I'm not from this time period, so I can't interfere too much, but if it's just helping Skeletiano and JJ become friends, it should be fine. Alright, so what would happen if I said no? Knowing doesn't mean I can do anything. People's hearts aren't something that should be meddled with so easily. But you're the king, so surely you could do something. It's because I'm the king that I can't give anyone special treatment. And I'm not a god. To be honest, I don't know how right it would be for me to interfere. Do you still think I should do something? No. I knew that the king was an extremely prudent man. If the king decided something, it wasn't my place to argue with it. Even though I can do everything, I can't do anything. Being a king really is inconvenient. But I like Bones. He's funny. Skeletiano said he likes you too. Regardless of what he is, he's important to me. The king's tone was gentle. I'm not from this time period, so I can't interfere too much. But if it's just helping Skeletiano and JJ become friends, it should be fine. Next day, I went to Skeletiano's room for a secret plan in mind. With a secret plan in mind. Skeletiano, do you want to go out into the town with me after you've finished your morning work? Shopping again? Not this time. There's a fruit-themed festival going on today. Oh yes, I recall the Count saying something of the sort this morning. The king told me about it yesterday. He said that it's a lively festival held in Niflheim only once every 10 years. It's called the Love Fruit Festival, but everyone sure the Love Fruit. I want to check out the cherry cafe the king recommended. Sounds great. Let's go. Skeletiano agreed in high spirits. I'm so happy I get to go on a date with a wonderful girl like you. A date? I guess it is. However, it wasn't just going to be the two of us, because JJ was waiting for us at the Cherry Cafe. I feel bad keeping it from Skeletiano, but he wouldn't be happy if he knew JJ was coming. I have to keep it a secret until we get there. The previous night, I'd caught JJ as he was about to go home and invited him to the Cherry Cafe. I told him that Skeletiano would be coming too. After all, it doesn't seem like JJ dislikes Skeletiano all that much. If they just try talking with one another, I'm sure they'll become friends. I have to polish up my bones before this afternoon's outing. I can't have you walking beside dull old Bones. You're such a gentleman. Seeing Skeletiano so enthusiastic was heartwarming. At that time, I never dreamt of what we get caught up in at the Cherry Cafe. I wonder what's going on. Okay, so what is it this time? Points are boots. Ha ha! Gotcha! Okay, so right now I don't have enough gold to purchase the hair, so I've got all the more reason to kind of take this easy. Congratulations, now you can get back to the story and advance your love. Hooray! At the Love Fruit Festival, or the Love Fruit Festival, Niflheim streets were packed thanks to this Love Fruit. Elaborate fruit stalls were crammed alongside the roads. Everything's so colorful, I can't keep my eyes on just one thing. Skeletiano clattered along happily. Look! There's the cherry cafe. I pointed towards the cafe where I'd arranged for us to meet JJ. I wonder if JJ's already there. Skeletiano had no idea that JJ would be joining us. I've got butterflies in my stomach. I hope this goes well. As soon as we entered the cafe, a faint, tangy smell wafted into our nostrils. This is usually just an ordinary cafe. But during the festival, it becomes cafe serving cherry-themed desserts. I love cherries. They're like little round rubies. I like them too. Oh! JJ was seated towards the back of the cafe. Noticing us, he raised one hand in greeting. I was just perusing the menu. I was thinking of ordering the jingly cherry jelly. What is this crazy zombie doing here? Skeletiano, come on. Don't tell me you're here to interrupt mine and Janty's romantic date. No, Skeletiano, I asked him to come. You did? To be friends. I don't recall fighting with Bones. You might not have outright fought, but you have to admit that the atmosphere between the two of you is... That's because this crazy zombie is always talking about nonsense. JJ is very passionate about his research, but he isn't a bad person. You'll understand that if you just talk with him. Now, Skeletiano, take a seat and let's order some cherry desserts. If you say so, then. Fine. Skeletiano reluctantly sat down opposite JJ. A waitress came over while we were looking at the menu, and we each ordered our favorite dessert. I'll have the jingly cherry jelly. I'll have the cherry ice cream. I want cherry ice cream. I'll have the chocolate, please. Of course. After the waitress, I turned to the two of them and started talking. How about we start with you getting to know one another better? Try talking about your hobbies and things like that. I have a lot of hobbies, but my favorite is reading romance novels. I love happy endings, but tragic tales of love are also good. Oh, that bittersweet ache when you feel like your heart is being in your chest. Do you read romance novels, JJ? Alright, Skeletiano brought JJ into the conversation himself. Well, thing. I think this is long enough. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!